Welcome to the Mercedes Wilson Show. What we listen to and what we put out as far as music is so important. What we hear can either deplete or feed our spirit man. We have a treat for you today. So let's talk God, ministry, and music.
You're amazing. There'll never be another like you. Captivating and sharing the things that really matter to you. When the weight of the world gets too heavy, take a ride with Mercedes. Be in the know on the Mercedes Wilson Show.
Welcome to the Mercedes Wilson Show. Today, I have two guests that will talk God, ministry, and music with us. Our first guest is from Lockport, New York, and has earned his title as one of the best in the business. I am so happy to sit with Phil Jackson from Sound Masters Recording Studio. Welcome, Phil.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. I'm glad to be here. I appreciate you inviting me.
Oh, I know you are. You're excited.
I'm excited.
You got your makeup done.
Oh, man, looking good. I'm ready. Excited about it.
And we get to talk one of my all-time favorite subjects, which is music. Music.
Music's
So,
everything.
before we get into that, tell us a little bit about you. Who is Phil Jackson?
Phil Jackson is a father first. You know, I'm a father of three boys, one 19, Aiden. Jaden's 14, and then little Evan, 7 years old. I'm married to Kathleen, my high school sweetheart. 16 years old. She was, I started dating her.
I hear music. Oh. I hear music with that.
Oh man, a lot of music with that. Different types of music, but definitely music. So you know, I was here. I was born in Lockport, New York. I grew up there, and you know, I'm still here with my family and everything like that. I'm a saved man ever since I was 16 years old.
Wow. Okay.
You know, been in youth groups and worship teams and played music and, you know, grew up in the music. My grandmother taught me that. We sat around and did music. So that's who I became, you know, and God's definitely number one in my life.
What age did you realize music does that for me?
Man, I want to say when I was sitting around, you know, it was a bunch of us and growing up in the house, and I was sitting around singing songs with my grandmother. And maybe like 6, 7 years old. I used to beat on buckets while everybody was singing. And that's why I got involved in playing the drums, because we go to church every Sunday around 9 years old. I started playing drums and everything. So around 6, 7 years old, I knew that music was something that I liked to do, and doing it in the church became something more, and it grew from there.
That's good. That's good. So when did you open up your studio? Tell everybody the name of your studio first.
The studio is Sound Masters Records. I opened it up in 2001 legally, meaning in the DBA, doing business as, in 2001. But I was doing music way before that. And at 16 years old, I was in a recording studio. Well, I found a recording studio on my own. And at 16 years old, I did the drums, the piano, the guitar, and I did this whole song. And I sat there, the vocals and everything. And after I did it, the engineer at the time couldn't believe it, because, you know, I came in there at 16 years old and I did this music, and he said, wow, I can't believe you did everything. And I sat there and I said, this is what I want to do with my life for the rest of my life.
Wow, that's good stuff. So let's talk about some of the artists that you've worked with. Share.
Yeah, the artist that I worked with is from all different types of music, from rock, rap, hip hop, and all that stuff. So gospel for sure, Christian rappers and things like that. So there's a lot that came through the studio through the years that I helped.
Well, there's a special artist that you're working with now that you have been ranting and raving about ever since I asked you to be on this show. Talk a little bit about that, and how do you pick your artists?
Natasha Hill, I'm sorry, I work with. She came to the studio. We had an event that we did. It's called We Are Buffalo Strong.
Yes.
Yeah, and we asked people from the community to come in and kind of create this choir. She came and visited that and was participating in that whole event. She sang in the studio because everybody got a chance to sing an individual song and things like that. And what happened was that I noticed her and she wanted some help and to kind of get involved. So she came and visited me after that. And man, it just took off from there. Our relationship, you know, being Christians, and her wanted to kind of pursue the music career. The talent that she has is outstanding, and I can't wait for the world to hear her. But we started working together. Right now, we're working on that song, a song that we're going to put out to the world very soon.
And let's talk about not that song, but creativity.
Yes,
being a Christian person, a lot of times people think, well, there's a gray area. And I know you and I spoke a little bit about it. Let's talk about the gray area, because sometimes people say, well, this is the type of music that we should put out. This is the type of music that we should listen to. How do you deal with that gray area, seeing how you have a studio and you deal with all types of artists? As a Christian man, how do you deal with the gray? How do you explain it?
Well, first, because I am a Christian, so hopefully, the ones that don't know Jesus Christ like I know them, when they come in the studio, it's one of those recording studios to where it's all business. It's about music. It's not about turn up or anything like that. So I kind of portray that from my being, first of all. But when they come in that gray area that we're talking about, especially an artist that I'm working with, that I'm releasing from my record company, they know it's a positive thing. We don't speak about negative things or in the music itself. So I don't produce that type of music from my record company.
Okay.
So that gray area, if you're a Christian artist, because that's what I love to do.
Yeah.
That's where it feels right for me, because I am a Christian and I love God. So when they come into the studio, and like Natasha, we worship first. We love God, and we know that God's going to help us through whatever we need to get done that day for the music.
Yeah.
So when it comes to that gray area that we're talking about, it's we know that we talk about God and everything, but if it stays in a positive message, that's where I'm saying about that gray area. If we cross past that positive message and start saying negative things in the music and things that is not portraying positivity, then I know that it's not on the right track.
Yeah. I like talking about this with you because so many young people want to start a music career or do a CD, and they say, well, how do I know when I'm dealing with the right studio? How can I be creative and express my love for God in my own way? And it's important to find somebody that wants to get to know you. Right. Maybe not personally, but know how you're thinking and how you want to put it out there, and then help you to pull that out.
Right.
Right? That's good stuff.
Yes.
That is good stuff. I can't wait to hear the music that you are working on, and much success to you. Much success. How can someone reach you if they want to work with you?
They can go to soundmastersrecords.com on my website. They can go to Facebook. It's Soundmasters, and they can get me on Instagram as well. It's Soundmasters Records.
Well, he's going to get to know you. You know that much, right?
Absolutely.
So up next, I get to sit and talk worship and relationship. You will get to hear from a rising star, Kimera Lattimore. Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse. Are you in need of a new kitchen without the hassle of a total remodel? Our service is quick, easy, and convenient. Let us install your work with our hand-picked, licensed installation professionals. You will love your new kitchen. We guarantee it. Home Depot, a name you can trust. Call James Wilson today at 216-322-0766. I'm Mercedes Wilson, and it's only because of the blood of Jesus that I am victorious. I remember sitting in the room with the doctors and them telling me that I was stage 2 breast cancer, and the room started spinning. My world came crashing down, and I'm so grateful for this book and to be able to tell my story and share it with the world. Pick up the book on Amazon, westbowpress.com, or Barnes & Noble online. Trust me, if he can do it for me, he will do it for you.
Hi, my name is Antonius Melton. I'm the founder of Project CKC, which stands for Clothing Kills Cancer. We are a clothing line that's about more than just fashion. It was through my father's passing that Project CKC was birthed. My father's name was A.T. Melton. In 2012, he was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, passing away in August of 2015. This experience changed the entire course of my life. My father was a man of faith and an inspiration to many. Through my father's life, I learned that anything is possible when you believe and put your trust in God. From my father's passing, I recognize how valuable life is and to not take for granted the time that we have here. Every time I asked my father how things were going, he would always say, all is well. He had constant and unwavering faith no matter his sufferings. There are so many struggles that people go through who are battling cancer. There is the physical and emotional trials, and then there's the financial strain. I believe that we can reduce some of that financial stress, and that's where Project CKC comes into play. We are going to resolve medical bills and prescription costs for cancer patients. Through each sale of our apparel, there is a $10 donation that's going to do exactly that. We also have an option to make a donation of any size at our website at www.projectckc.com. Please check our website out, purchase our apparel for their entire family. Now you can do more than just getting dressed. Our website has an application available for cancer patients to apply for assistance, so please spread the word to those in need. You can follow me on Instagram at Clothing Kills Cancer or my Facebook business page, Project CKC. If you have any questions or concerns, I can be reached directly at 716-339-4886 or by email at projectckc0425@gmail.com. We can do all things through Christ, who strengthens us.
Welcome back. I am so excited to have the amazing Kimera Lattimore with me. She is from Buffalo, New York, and currently serves as the music director and worship leader at Renovation Church. Her new song, Lipstick, is a big hit, and we will get to hear it in a few. Welcome. I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thank
So,
you.
Kimera, tell us who you are, and hurry up because I want to get to the music.
Now, see, you can't say hurry. Okay, let me see.
No. Who
Singer,
are you?
Songwriter, elder, vocal teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I own a music school called Acapella Institute. So, music. Who am I? I'm a big brown tub of music. That's what I am.
Now, you have music in your blood, though.
Absolutely.
Talk about that.
My mom sang, my mom still sings, actually. She'll sing me up under a rug right now. My mom sings, and then my dad passed when I was 9, but he sang as well. He was in a group called Processing the Do-Rags, which was produced by Rick James.
Uh-huh.
And so they were a pretty big deal here. I know when I was young, I remember, seeing them sing everywhere and kind of being put up on the table. Aww. And being able to just see them do what they do. So absolutely, yeah.
You have no choice. You had no choice.
Yeah,
period.
It's in there.
Period. Worship leader.
Worship leader.
Let's talk about that because I would like to know what is necessary to be a good worship leader, which I'm sure a lot of people would like to know as well. What is necessary?
Well, to start relationship, we're all great worshipers. The question is, what are we worshiping? And so to be a great worship leader, you have to kind of focus and be really, really cognizant on why you're here. Because in turn, that kind of renders your life for you to focus on how you're living.
Right.
Worship starts with how you live. And then it trickles down on a stage or in a church. Or when you're singing out somewhere, but worship is really it starts when you wake up in the morning or even when you're sleeping.
Right. Now, I've always heard in church, why do you need the worship leader to lead you? Like, we should be ready when we walk in. We, the believers, should be ready too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But you know what? Not all of us have that grooming. And so sometimes now, me personally, as a worship leader, I'm not one who will pump and prime. I'm one that will kind of point you more so put your mind on who God is so that you can kind of connect to who he is so that it will make you worship by yourself. Yeah. I won't have to say, lift your hands. I'll remind you, hey, right now, if God didn't give you permission, you couldn't think.
That is so good.
Thank you.
That is so good. So what do you say to yourself before you get up and you're having a rough time in life and you get up before God's people? What do you say to yourself?
I tell myself what I tell my students often. I tell myself, check God's track record. This moment right now means something. When you were 20, this happened. When you were 17, this happened. And God always came through. And so I'll use those thoughts to kind of remind that journal between the relationship with me and God, and kind of remind myself of how he brought me out then, or how, he worked things out then, or how he used me, regardless how broken I was then, to remind myself in that time.
Journaling is great,
Absolutely.
but relationship too.
Absolutely.
And that's a process. So you, as the head of the music department, are there trainings that you do? How do you talk to those that are leading or in that department to help them develop?
Well, there's so many different ways. A lot of time, I believe that leadership is taught through how you live.
Yes.
And so I do the best that I can to be prestigious and as diligent as I can in my leadership around the people that I'm training, because that's how I learn the best.
Right.
But outside of that, a lot of my instruction really comes down to God and relationship and prayer and fasting, because in my opinion, that's a lot of the things that are kind of taken out of the church now because they're replaced with so many other distractions. But when we focus in on scripture and prayer, you know, those are the things that can't steer you wrong.
Right.
It's the perfect compass
Right.
to what God wants us to do. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
So absolutely. And then sometimes I'll point them to biblical figures who are great leaders,
Yeah.
especially the ones who have flaws.
Yeah.
Because then you can relate. Oh, they
Yeah.
all have flaws, but some of the big ones, you know, then
Yeah.
you can really relate. Oh, hey, wait a minute. So David messed up this big.
Yeah.
But he was still known as the only man in scripture to have God's own heart. Wait
Yeah.
a minute, that's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
big. You know what
yeah,
I mean? And
yeah.
so a lot of times what I've seen is that's the light bulb moment. That's the epiphany moment for a lot of the people who I have leading around me.
Yeah.
Where they say, okay, I can do this.
Right. What about the fasting? Let's talk about the importance of fasting.
Well, for me, the importance of fasting comes down to me having the ability to echo God's voice. For me personally, fasting has always led me to hearing God. And so, again, for me personally, it's a strength of mine to know that I can push something else away. I'm actually fasting right now. To know that I can push something away to get closer to this God that I love so much and hear his voice. And it will give me the ability to hear him and be able to echo something that's actually substantial. Because my voice by itself is nothing to listen to. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
It's not.
No.
It's not. So for me,
I
that's
disagree.
what. Yeah, fasting is absolutely it's huge. It's not for me. It's not.
Your voice is amazing.
Oh, well,
Your
thank
voice is
you.
amazing.
Thank you.
So what can we as the church do better when it comes to worship and the whole music department? What can we do better?
I feel like we all come in hungry and we all come in thirsty, but we're very easily distracted.
Oh,
Let's
that's
think about it
good.
in a natural sense.
That's
if you're
good.
hungry and you're thirsty, if you're anything like me, when I'm hungry, nothing can get in my way.
Right.
I need a burger and I need a shake. That's right. But when it comes to God and the church, you know, we can say we're hungry and and I believe that we are. We have such pure hearts. You know, I'm hungry and I'm thirsty for God, but this is on Facebook, so I'm going to get distracted over here. And
that's
so a lot
good.
of times I believe that what we can do better is push out the distractions, man. The enemy is so cunning and smart and strategic that he knows how to place anything in our way to get our focus off of why
Right.
we're really here
Right.
or why we're really there. You know what I mean?
Right.
As far as church, you know, and so that's what I would say. Get the distractions out the way. Even life, you know, if you think about life, and again, why you're truly here, and it eliminates the pains of children, jobs, hardship, friendship. If you think of, hey, God, I am your puppet. You're the ventriloquist. I am to do what you tell me to do. It pushes everything else out the way. And nothing else matters but you and him.
Right. Right. This is good. I got to have you back. Okay. You have about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Look into that camera and encourage a worship. Did you just wink?
I did.
Oh, my God. Encourage a worship leader.
Okay.
Or someone that is ready to step up in that position. Encourage somebody that may be struggling today.
Hey, know this. God is meticulous in who he chooses and the job that he chooses us to do. So I need you to know all of your hardship, all of your pain, all of your struggle, it won't be wasted. And in turn, you can use it to encourage somebody else. So just be encouraged, strengthen yourself, stay in God's face, and allow him to use you as that leader of worship.
That's good. No more talking because we get to hear her perform her new single, Lipstick, Buffalo native Kimera Lattimore.
And the Mercedes Wilson Show. Sharing the things that really matter to you.
I've had this problem.
Big problem.
I really needed.
A good accountant.
And I kept searching and searching.
There are so many choices.
It's really hard to find one that has all the things on my list.
But I finally did it.
Yes. Thank you.
If you are looking for one as well, look no further.
Here's a really good one.
Just use mine.
Use mine.
I'm very satisfied.
Definitely recommend. Problem gone.
Thank you.
Power965radio.com, the new sound of Buffalo, is a proud supporter of the Mercedes Wilson Show. They have a full lineup of unique programs. Find out more about the station's owner, Sheila Brown, in her new book, 29 Years of Preparation, at Power965radio.com.
Hope, the new book by Mercedes E. Wilson, is a personal testimony of strength, determination, and faith in God, helping to overcome life's struggles. Buy it in hardcover, paperback, or Kindle edition on Amazon.com today.
Looking to better your health and lifestyle? Connect with Stephanie Krebs to get started with Young Living and set your goals into action. Call 585-708-4020 or online at bodysensehcn.com.
Restore your body, beauty, and soul with Capriceology.com, providing wellness and ministry services for your church and family with master herbalist, iridologist, and conference speaker Caprice Butts. Are you as healthy as you want to be? Nutritional help is just a click away with online wellness packages and consultations. Or grab your friends and book a wellness workshop for your church group. Plus, get daily inspiration to revive you from the inside out. Restore your body, beauty, and soul with Capriceology.com. Subscribe today for a free wellness guide.
Welcome back to the Mercedes Wilson Show. I am so excited because now we get to hear recording artist Kimera Lattimore sing her new single, Lipstick.
I won't let this defeat me. I won't stay in the bed. I won't let this thing kill me. There's still joy up ahead. Oh, I won't let this defeat me. I've got too much to do. I won't let this thing kill me. Instead I'll say thank you, 'cause I'm gonna pray on my knees and eat some breakfast, take time to read, put oil on my edges and ride this beat, and take this moment to see what life has for me. 'Cause what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Every shot I took made me longer. I thought I was swimming, but I was deep under. But now I'm climbing up and getting stronger. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Every shot I took made me longer. I thought I was swimming, but I was deep under. But now I'm climbing up and getting stronger. And I'll put my lipstick on and face this day, yeah. 'Cause I'm stronger than that, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna build up this muscle. I'm gonna stay in the gym. I'm gonna keep up this hustle. I'll forgive on a whim. Oh, I won't let this defeat me. There's still life up ahead. I won't let this thing kill me. I won't live my life dead, 'cause I'm gonna pray on my knees and eat some breakfast, take time to breathe, put oil on my edges and ride this beat, and take this moment to see what life has for me. 'Cause what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Every shot I took made me longer. I thought I was swimming, but I was deep under. But now I'm climbing up and getting stronger. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Every shot I took made me longer. I thought I was swimming, but I was deep under. But now I'm climbing up and getting stronger. And I'll put my lipstick on and face this day, yeah. 'Cause I'm stronger. Every mountain was put there to climb. Every treasure was hidden to find. Every storm's gotta pass someday. Every path is a way to a brighter day, a better way. I know you can make it through. If you hold on, have faith, you can go on, and you'll see your strength, yeah. 'Cause what didn't kill me, it made me stronger. Every shot I took made me longer. I thought I was swimming, but I was deep under. But now I'm climbing up and I'm getting stronger. I'm getting stronger, yeah. I'll put my lipstick on, and I'll put this courage on, and I'll put my lipstick on and face this day, yeah. 'Cause I'm stronger than that. Yes, I am. I'm stronger than that. And yes, you are.
There are thousands of local job openings that pay between $30,000 to $50,000 a year, and you can get the skills you need at Northland Workforce Training Center. Northland is an extension campus of SUNY Erie and Alfred State College, preparing students for advanced manufacturing and energy jobs. We provide career coaching, financial aid assistance, transportation, and childcare. Get started at one of our weekly pre-enrollment sessions. Train for what's next at Northland Workforce Training Center.
Wardrobe for the Mercedes Wilson Show was provided by Clothes Mentor in Tonawanda, New York. Grade A looks for less.
I want to thank you, all of our guests, for tuning in today to the Mercedes Wilson Show. I also want to thank Phil Jackson and Kimera Lattimore for stopping by and having a great conversation on God, ministry, and music. Learn more about me and all that I do on my website, mercedesewilson.com. Also, follow us on all of the social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Find me, Mercedes E. Wilson. Also, give us your input, your show ideas, and put in prayer requests all online. If you want some folks you love to watch this episode, find me on YouTube for the replay, Mercedes E. Wilson. Thank you for tuning into the Mercedes Wilson Show, and we will see you next week. Love you all.